Hello and welcome to the news brief for Friday, March 21st, 2025. Thanks so much for tuning in. I hope that you have had a great week, and this is my first time recording a video on a new phone. I got a new phone this past Friday. My other one was a bit of an older phone as far as phones go, about 5 years old, and it was time for an upgrade. And I got a great deal. So anyway, hopefully the quality is a little bit better. I was noticing it was getting a little fuzzy there on my last phone, so hopefully this is a little bit better. A couple of things that I want to really highlight at the beginning of this newscast here is the two big events that we have coming up for the next weekends. This weekend, Sunday, March 23rd at 6:30 p.m., there's going to be a lovely evening of music and prayer and reflections. I will play a part in that. I will be doing the reflections. 6:30, it'll be by Mark Fortino, is a friend of mine that I've known since Curie of Ars days. He's got a lovely voice, as does all of the musicians. I've heard them. They do a beautiful job of really inviting us into prayer and this time of Lent. It's not a concert per se. It's a spiritual experience. And so I've seen clips of it and it looks really great. So I'm excited to have them here. It's called Come to Jesus. You know, we try to do some sort of kind of main event, if you will, during Lent. We've had 7 last words. We've done parish missions. We try to do something, and this is kind of the main event, I would suggest, this Lenten time of a spiritual evening of reflection. So that's what we have going on for the whole parish. All are welcome. Should be about an hour, maybe 75 minutes of a program. And it is kind of similar to the 7 last words, where there is reflections and music. It's not a concert, but a spiritual experience. I really like to invite people to come. It should be a nice prayerful evening, 6:30 this coming Sunday. So that's the first thing that I wanted to highlight. The second thing is, remember that we are in the El Salvador appeal for El Buen Pastor, our sister community down in El Salvador. And we are super, super blessed. We have Cardinal Rosa Chavez, who will be here in our parish. The cardinal, the only cardinal that's in the whole country of El Salvador, will be here in our parish next Saturday evening. That's March 29th. He will be the celebrant at the 5 o'clock Mass, which is just a great opportunity, I think. So if you would like to come to the Mass that is celebrated by the cardinal, I will also be there. I will con-celebrate. But how it works is, if a bishop or a cardinal is there at the Mass, they either have to celebrate the Mass or they have to be, it's called in choir. That doesn't mean they sing in the choir. They're just sitting, and they're not celebrating officially. They are sitting kind of to the side with a kneeler there. So he will be the main celebrant for the 5 o'clock Mass, which is just a great gift. So the 5 o'clock Mass will have a different feel to it. Cardinal Chavez he speaks some English, but he's obviously much more comfortable in Spanish. So probably his parts will be said in Spanish. The homily will be in Spanish, but there will be a translator for the English community. So just a word of advisement that the 5 o'clock Mass next weekend, March 29th, will have a different flair to it, a different flavor, but it's really a great opportunity. And so he will be the main celebrant. There's also a conversation that is happening at 2 o'clock, 2 to 3:30, bilingual, talking about the situations that are going on in El Salvador and his experience as the cardinal down there. He's got a great relationship with our community down there, and so we're just really blessed to have him and that he would take time in his visit to be with us. So next Saturday, 2 o'clock to 3:30 is conversation with the cardinal. And then 5 o'clock Mass will be celebrated by the cardinal. And then there's a dinner afterwards that for the El Salvadoranians that are in our community. He wants to meet with them and give them support as well. So that's happening in the evening. So it's gonna be a great thing. I'm so blessed. I met Cardinal Chavez when I was down there my first time in El Salvador, and just a really humble man who personally worked with Saint Oscar Romero, has that same heart, that same passion for the poor and for justice, and it should be a really great day. And I'm really blessed that he is coming to be with us. So those are the two events that I really want to highlight this week, that Come to Jesus event and then the event with Cardinal Chavez. But there's other things that are happening in our parish. Reminder that we have our Stations of the Cross every Friday. That is at 5:30 in English and at 7 o'clock in Spanish. And then the fish fries are happening every Friday as well. The Knights do a great job with that. I won't be there this evening. My sister is in town, so I'm going to go visit them. And I think we might be going to the Most Pure Heart fish fries in Topeka tonight. I think that might be the plan. So I won't be here tonight. So if you're looking for me, I apologize. I'm going to spend a little bit of time with my family because my sister is in town, yes, tomorrow, but my tomorrow is all packed with quinceañera stuff and all kinds of things. The quinceañera retreat is going on, and I've got a quinceañera and there's baptism, so I'm just really booked up tomorrow. So today is the best day for me to see them. And then don't forget we have confessions at our normal times, 5 to 6 on Thursdays and 3:30 to 4:30 on Saturdays, but also that additional time, 6 to 7 on Wednesdays, as all the parishes in the diocese have. So that is my update for the week. My schedule for this weekend is I have the 10, the 12:30, and the 4. So I'm on the late schedule this week, 10, 12:30, and 4. Father Mercerman has the 5 and the 8. And he's been out of town this week, and so he's been taking some vacation time. So I'll look forward to seeing him again, but he'll be back tomorrow afternoon if everything goes according to plan. I hope that you have a great week, and we'll see you next time.